Namaste, and thanks for joining me today. The practice today is called Smile from Your Heart, and we're going to work on back bends to lift and increase positive energy. For practice, you're going to need your mat, 2 blocks, and a blanket. So let's start in Virasana, seated hero on the block. If you put the block between your heels and put your bottom on the block. Scoot your butt back a little bit so your shoulders can come over your hips. Pull the tops of your knees up. If your asana doesn't feel good in your body, take any comfortable meditation seat that does. We're going to start with Bhastrika Pranayama, or bellows breathing, and this is forceful inhale and forceful exhale using your abdominal muscles to create the action. There are some people that shouldn't practice Bhastrika Pranayama, individuals with heart disease, high blood pressure, gastric ulcer, pregnancy, if you're in poor health, if you're prone to hyperventilation. I'll just ask that you do a regular breathing in and out through your nose, but not adding on the force of it. While we're doing Bhastrika Pranayama, we're going to use a mudra called Prana Mudra, and this is a gesture with your hands to again bring more energy into your experience. So for Prana Mudra, you're going to touch your last 2 fingers to your thumbs. It's almost like making the peace sign. It also reminds me of like an electrical plug, and you're going to plug into those higher energies today. So as we do Bhastrika Pranayama, we're going to add on our arm movements, and I'll give you a little demo here. Remember, it's a forceful inhale and a forceful exhale using your abdominal muscles. I'm going to start with an inhale. So we'll do that about 10 times, then we'll pause and breathe a bit. After 3 sets of Bhastrika Pranayama, we'll change our mudra to something called Padma Mudra, or lotus gesture. So for Padma Mudra, you're going to take the little finger edge of your hand and your thumbs together and spread the rest of your fingers so you make like a big lotus flower. And then this you'll place at your heart. Okay, so let's get started. Taking Prana Mudra, touch the last 2 fingers to your thumb, extend your first 2 fingers, and rest the backs of your hands on your thighs. Now close your eyes. Take a breath in through your nose. Take a slow breath out through your nose. Soften your face and soften your hips. Slowly breathe in. Slowly breathe in. Work to smooth your breath right here, and use the attention to your breathing to help focus your mind onto the moment and the experience of the practice. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. We'll begin Bhastrika Pranayama, bellows breathing. Forceful inhale, forceful exhale, using your abdominal muscles and breathing through your nose. Take your hands at shoulder height with your fingers pointing up. And inhale, raise your arms, exhale out your nose. And relax your hands down, soften your face. Notice the effect of the pranayama. Any shifts or changes with the energy in your experience. Preparing for round 2 Bhastrika, taking your hands shoulder height. Inhale to begin. And release it. Hands to your thighs. Smooth your breath now. Last round, Bastrika. Hands at your shoulders. Inhale to start. And release it. Bring your hands to Padma Mudra now, lotus gesture. Take the outer edge of your little fingers and the outer edge of your thumbs together. Spread and reach through the rest of your fingers to create a flower shape, and then place the lotus at your heart. Relax your face and focus on smooth breathing through your nose. Set your intention for the practice to generate the energies of happiness, peace, and joy. Inhale. Then exhale, relax your hands to your thighs. Inhale to open your eyes. So keeping your block to the side, keeping your props to the front right corner of your mat, come to kneel. So you're going to start with your ankles and knees together, and then put your bottom on your heels. Keeping your bottom on your heels, walk your hands forward as far as you can. Lift the palms of your hands and lift your armpits. Keep your bottom down. Walk your hands forward. Inhale, and as you exhale, put your head down, but keep the lift of your armpits. Slow breathing through your nose. Inhale slowly. Exhale slowly. Walk your hands to the left. And then lean your hips a little bit to the right. Begin to breathe into your right rib cage here and create space on the right side. Maintain the lift of your armpits. Breathe in slowly. Breathe out slowly. Inhale, bring your hands to the center. And now go hands to the right. Lean your hips a little bit left and breathe into your left rib cage now. Slowly inhale. Slowly exhale. Inhale, walk your hands back to the front of the mat and come to your hands and knees. We're going to go from here to Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. So have your hands just a little wider than your shoulders and spread your fingers. Tuck your toes, pick your knees up. Take a breath here in this crouched shape. Inhale slow. Exhale slow. Now inhale, lift your hips, press your chest back, look back at your feet, and keep your knees bent. Bend your knees until your rib cage almost touches your thigh. Work to stretch and open your shoulders here. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out and push the mat forward as you take your chest closer to your legs. Straighten out your right leg, keep your left knee bent. Continue to press back towards your legs. Inhale here. Exhale here. Bend your right knee. Stretch your left leg straight. Again, push forward with your hands, back through your hips. Breathe. Now straighten both legs.
and pull your bottom higher. Don't worry if your heels don't touch the mat. Focus on getting your sitting bones and your tailbone to rise higher and higher, making a really nice pyramid shape with your body. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale and come forward to a plank position. Bring your right knee to your chest. Step your right foot to the front of the mat. From here, exhale, tap your left knee outside your right knee. And step it back. Exhale, left knee outside, right knee. And step back. One more time. Exhale, left knee outside, right knee, and now sit down. Coming to Ardha Matsyendrasana, half Lord of the Fishes. With your right foot outside your left knee, press your right foot down, press your left leg down. Interlace your fingers and lift your chest. Breathe in. Then exhale, hug with your left arm and turn to the right. As you turn right, press your right foot down and press your left thigh down. Squeeze, turn your rib cage, turn your head, look right. Exhale, squeeze and turn. Inhale, back round to the front. And step back to downward dog. Again, make the pyramid shape. Get your bottom really high and push your chest back towards your legs. Inhale. Now exhale, bring your left knee into your chest. Look forward. Step your left foot to the front of the mat. Inhale here. Exhale, right knee outside left knee. And step it back. Exhale, right knee outside left knee. And step it back. Exhale, knee outside your left knee and put your right shin down. Have a seat. Keep your left foot outside your right leg. Interlace your fingers, drop your elbows, sit up tall. Exhale, turn to the left. Press your left foot to the mat, press your right thigh down, and then squeeze, turn your rib cage, turn your head and look over your left shoulder. Take a breath in. And exhale, squeeze, turn left more. Inhale, round to the front. Exhale to downward dog. From downward dog, bring your knees almost to the mat and look forward. Now pulse, butt to your heels. Push back a few times. Start to build up some heat and strength in your legs. Keep breathing. Relax your face, relax your jaw. Bring your bottom to your heels, look forward, and as you exhale, step or jump up to the front. When you come to the front of the mat, widen your feet hip distance. Bend your knees and look forward. Come to your fingertips and tighten up your waist. Take your arms forward. Draw your inner thighs towards each other like you're holding onto a yoga block. Tighten up your waist, and then take your arms to the back. Arms to the front. Arms to the back. Arms to the front. One more time. Arms back. Arms to the front. Exhale, fold forward, touch the mat. Pull your bottom up, your head down. Take a breath. Squeeze your knees and shift your hips over your ankles. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bend your knees.
Again, tighten up your waist belt. Pull your inner thighs towards each other. Take your hands to the front. Lift your arms up and shoulder height. Arms up, shoulder height. Raise your arms up. Now stand up. Squeeze your legs to straight. Keeping your feet hip distance, take your left hand, hold your right wrist. Inhale, exhale, reach left. Press down into your feet and squeeze your legs. Push your hips right, reach left. Smooth your breathing. Inhale, come up. Right hand holds left wrist, reach high. Exhale, stretch right. Push your hips left. Keep your breath going. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lower your arms. Pause and breathe here. With your feet hip distance. Bend your knees, raise your arms. Coming to Utkatasana, fierce pose. Again, push your bottom back as you tighten up your waist. Now lean to the left and pick up your right foot. Take your foot to the back, raise your bottom. Little pulses here on the left leg. Keep reaching your right sitting bone to the air. A few more. Come back to Utkatasana. Shift to the right, raise your left foot. Take your foot towards the back and raise your left sitting bone. Little pulsing on the right leg. Work to lift your left sitting bone up. And Utkatasana, little pulsing here. On the down, push your butt back as you tighten up your waist. Hold. Inhale, straighten your legs. Exhale, breathe, Tadasana. Smooth out your breath. With your feet hip distance, raise your arms. Raise your right leg. Soften your left knee. Now take your right heel to your butt, squeeze it. Bring your knee to the front. Keep your left knee soft. Right heel to your butt, squeeze. Knee to front. Right heel to butt and squeeze. Hold, keep squeezing. You want to feel cramp in your hamstring there. Knee to chest. Stand on both feet. Raise your left knee. Soften your right. Kick your left heel to your butt. Squeeze your left hamstring. Bring your knee to the front. Keep your right knee soft. Kick your left heel to your butt. Squeeze, cramp your hamstring. Knee to front. One more time. Exhale, heel to butt. Squeeze. Keep your right knee bent and squeeze your left hamstring more. Bring your knee to the front. Stand on both feet. Go lower. Inhale, stand. Exhale, breathe, Tadasana. From Utkatasana to standing back arch. With your feet hip distance, take your hands to the backs of your hips with your fingers pointing up. Bend your knees and look down. You want to look at your chest the whole time as you reach your sitting bones back here. Look down. Now go hips forward, knees forward. Lift your chest. Keep looking at your chest. Pull your chin in. Give yourself double chin. Then look to the ceiling.
Take your hips forward, lift your heart more. Now reach your chin to the back wall and look back. Inhale, come up, let your head be last. Exhale, tighten your waist and press into your feet. Smooth out the energy now. Round 2, Utkatasana to back arch. With your hands to your hips, point your fingers towards your head. Bend your knees and stick your butt back. Look at your chest. Take your hips forward, take your knees forward, pull your chin into your throat, and lift your chest up more. Keep giving yourself double chin. Pull your chin in, take your heart higher. Now lift your chin and look back. Inhale, come up. Exhale, press down into your feet. Smooth the energy. One more round, Utkatasana to standing back arch. With your hands at the back of your hips, bend your knees and look down. Stick your butt back. Look at your chest. Go hips and knees forward, then lift your chest as you pull your chin into your throat. Keep looking at your chest and raise it up more. Lift your heart higher. Lift your heart higher, now lift your chin and look back. Inhale, come up. Exhale, tighten your waist. Smooth the energy. Notice the effect of the practice so far. Hopefully you're starting to feel a big lift of energy. Vrikshasana tree pose with Padma Mudra, Lotus Mudra. Start with your hands on your hips and turn your right leg out. Put your right foot to your ankle or your shin above your knee, or put your heel to your groin. Now put your right hip in line with your left hip and take Padma Mudra at your heart. So that's little finger edge together, thumb edge together, and spread your other fingers. Put the lotus at your heart. Inhale, reach the lotus overhead. Actively spread into your fingertips as you raise your arms and keep tightening your bottom and your legs. Firm, strong tree roots to support the rise of the flower. Slow breath in. Slow breath out. Slowly bring the flower back to your heart. Bring your knee to the front. Exhale, take a breath at Tadasana. Return your hands to your hips and turn your left leg out. Then start that progression up your right leg to where you can hold your balance. Move your left hip in line with your right hip. Take Padma Mudra, lotus gesture. Make the flower of peace at your heart. Inhale, reach up. Spread energy right into the very tips of your fingers. Root energy down through your foot into the earth as you reach through your fingertips to the sky. Slow, smooth breathing through your nose. Exhale, bring the lotus to your heart. Bring your knee to the front. Exhale, breathe in Tadasana. Devyasana, goddess pose. Inhale and touch your heart. Exhale, take your legs wide apart. You want to make that big star shape. Put your hands to your hips. Now turn your heels in and your toes out slightly so your feet are like 45-degree angle. Take Padma Mudra at your heart. Join your little finger and thumb. Spread your other fingers. Place the flower here. Inhale, raise your arms. Exhale, bend your knees. Reach up into your fingertips as you sit your bottom down, and then draw the sides of your waist in, so you put on a tight belt there to support your back. Keep your face soft, little pulsing on the down. Relax your jaw muscles. Now hold. Keep breathing. Sit a little lower. Inhale, straighten your knees. Turn your feet parallel. Touch your heart. Exhale, breathe into Tadasana. Smooth your breath right now. Utthita Trikonasana with an arm variation. Inhale, touch your heart. Exhale, take your legs wide apart. Return to the big star shape. From here, turn your right leg out. Turn your left toes in a little bit. Work to line up your right heel with the arch of your left foot. Draw your knees up. Push actively into your feet and shift your hips to the left. Reach to the right. Put your right hand down. Turn your chest up. Raise your left arm. Spin your right shoulder out. Turn your chest up. Turn your left arm in. Reach behind your back for your right inner thigh. Right inner thigh or hip, and then turn your chest up more. Firmly press your left thigh bone into your hamstring as you swing your right buttock under, and from that strong foundation, turn your heart to the ceiling. Breathe slowly in. Breathe slowly out. Inhale, raise your left arm. Press into your feet and lift back up. Turn your legs to parallel. Turn your left leg out. Turn your right toes in. Line up your left heel with the arch of your right foot. Squeeze your knees as you press down into your feet. Now move your hips right and reach left. Put your left hand down. Turn your chest up, raise your right arm. Spin your left shoulder out. Turn your right shoulder in. Reach behind for your left hip or thigh and turn your chest up more. Now press your right thigh back as you swing your left buttock under. Smooth out your breath rate. Inhale, raise your right arm. Press into your feet and lift your chest. Turn your legs to parallel, touch your heart, then exhale, breathe into Tadasana here. Utthita Parshva, extended side angle pose. Again, we'll have a variation with the arms today. Inhale and touch your heart. Exhale, take your legs wide apart. Make the big star shape. Turn your right leg out, turn your left toes in, line up your right heel with the arch of your left. Now reach into your left arm. Bend your right knee. Push your right inner knee forward and work to get your knee about over your ankle. Then push your hips to the left. Take your arm right. Bring your right forearm to your thigh, turn your chest up. Reach your left arm up. Turn your left arm in. Reach for your right hip or thigh and turn your chest up more. Now press your left thigh back as you swing your right buttock under. Look up at the ceiling. Breathe. Inhale, stretch your left arm up. Press down into your feet and come back to stand. Turn your legs parallel. Turn your left leg out, turn your right toes in. Reach into your right arm, bend your left knee. Move your hips to the right. Put your left forearm on your thigh, raise your right arm. Turn your right arm in, reach behind for your left hip or thigh. Swing your buttock under as you press your right leg back and look up. Press your left heel down as you stretch actively into your right leg. Breathe. Inhale, raise your right arm. Come back to stand. Straighten your knee and turn your feet to parallel. Touch your heart. Exhale, breathe into Tadasana. From the front end of your mat, come to stand with your feet hip distance. Inhale, raise your arms. Raise your left knee. Soften your right knee. Kick your left heel to your butt, cramp your hamstring. Keep your right knee soft. Step your left leg back. Now wiggle it way back. Press your right inner knee forward. Option to put your left heel on the floor for Virabhadrasana 1. Continue to press your right knee forward as you stretch into your left leg. Reach back with your arms, look up. Pull your ribs down and in slightly. Breathe. Inhale, straighten your leg. Turn to your left. Touch your heart. Exhale, step back to the front of the mat. Breathe. Inhale, raise your arms, raise your right knee. Soften your left knee. Keep your right heel to your butt. Squeeze, hold. Step your right leg way back and wiggle it way back to get your hips down. Option to put your right heel down. Bring your right rib cage forward as you push your left inner knee forward. Reach back with your arms and pull your ribs down and in slightly. Look up. Inhale, straighten your leg. Turn to your right, touch your heart. Exhale, return to Tadasana. Breathe here. From the front of your mat, put your blocks between your feet. It'll look like this. Coming to Parvrita Trikonasana, revolve triangle pose. Start with your hands to your hips and step your left foot to the center of the mat. Raise your left arm. Press your left thigh back, tighten your right knee and pull your right hip back. Inhale, reach up tall. Exhale, pull your right hip back as you stretch forward. Put your left hand on the block or the floor. Inside your right foot will feel more supported. Outside your right foot's going to give a bigger challenge. Now push forward a bit, press the top of your head forward, and turn your chest to the right. Squeeze both legs, reach up into your right hand, look towards your right thumb. Pull your bottom up more. Breathe. Exhale, put your right hand to your hip, turn your chest down. Shift your body weight back a little bit. Push into your feet, bring your left hand to your hip, and inhale, come to stand. Exhale, breathe into Tadasana at the front. Return your hands to your hips and step your right foot to the center. Press into your feet as you draw your knees up and press your right thigh back, pull your left hip back. Inhale, raise your right arm. Exhale, pull your hip back and reach forward. Keep your legs straight. Put your right hand inside your left foot or outside your left foot, with or without the blocks. You want to be able to maintain straight legs. Shift your body weight forward a bit, press the top of your head forward, then turn your chest to the left. Raise your left arm. Breathe. Look up to your left thumb. Exhale, put your left hand to your hip, turn your chest down. Shift your hips back as you press into your feet. Put your right hand to your hip. Inhale, come up to stand. Exhale, Tadasana at the front. Breathe. Keeping your blocks to the front of the mat. Nadarajasana, Lord of the Dance. Start with your hands on your hips and kick your right heel to your bottom. Pause and hold here. Squeeze your left leg, squeeze your right heel to your butt. Take your right hand down. Now turn your shoulder out. So you're going to take your thumb and turn it to the back. Then hold the arch of your right foot. Bring your left arm out, shoulder height. You want to keep your chest high. This is a back bend. Press your right foot to your hand and raise your right foot. Lift your chest at the same time. Push your heart forward and your foot to the back and breathe. Slowly back to Tadasana. Take a breath. Return your hands to your hips. Now kick your left heel to your bottom and hold. Squeeze your right leg, squeeze your left leg. Take your left hand down, turn your arm out. Hold the arch of your left foot. Bring your right arm shoulder height. Again, keep the lift of your chest. You're trying to take your heart up. Don't point your heart down, point your heart up. Now press into your left foot and lift your left knee as you keep raising your heart. Keep your heart high and look across. Press back through your left foot more. Breathe. Slowly. Exhale, Tadasana. Take a breath. From the front of your mat, we're going to go Utkatasana, fierce pose, to Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward dog. With your feet hip distance, return to Padma Mudra. Little finger edge, thumb edge, and spread your fingers. Put this at your heart. Inhale, raise your lotus. Exhale, bend your knees and look to your thumbs. Push your bottom to the back and then tighten up your waist as you reach up into your fingertips. Keep breathing. Take the lotus to your heart. Push your butt back more. Fingertips to the floor. Exhale the downward dog. Pull your bottom up, push the mat forward, look back, smooth breath in, smooth breath out. Inhale, come forward to a plank position. Exhale, put your knees, your chest, and your chin down and look forward.
Back bend shape here. Pull your butt up more and your knees in. Breathe.
Now stretch your legs to the back. Inhale, lift your chest for cobra. Press the tops of your feet down and pull your shoulders down, look up. Pull your shoulders downward. Exhale, go back to downward dog again. Pull your bottom up as you press your chest back. Smooth breath here. Inhale, forward to plank. Let's do that again. Exhale, knees, chest, chin down. Look forward. It's a back bend shape.
And stick your butt high. Pull your knees towards your ribs.
Press your legs back. Press your legs down. Inhale, lift. Pull your shoulders down as you squeeze into your legs more. Look up. Exhale, pull your tummy back as you lift your hips. Go to downward dog. Breathe. Let's do that one more time. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Pull your butt up and look forward. Press your legs back, press your legs down, press your toes down, lift your chest and pull your shoulders down. Lift your chin, look up. Work the strength of your legs to support the freedom of your spine. From here, exhale, come down to your tummy. Put your right cheek to the floor and relax your arms to the back. Slow your heart rate and breath rate. Ardha Bakasana, half frog pose. Come onto your forearms and bring your legs together. Bend your right knee. Hold the arch of your right foot. Pull your heel to your bottom and turn your shoulder in to take your elbow up. Then spin your fingers forward. Turn your chest to the front as you push your right knee back more. Press the top of your left thigh down and move your right knee back. Now push into your left arm and lift your chest up. It's a back bend shape, so keep the lift of your heart. Breathe. Move your knee back more. Exhale, gently release it. With your legs together, bend your left knee. Hold the arch of your foot. Pull your heel towards your bottom, turn your shoulder in, elbow up, and spin your fingers forward. Then turn your chest forward and push your knee back and take the top of your thigh firmly to the floor. Push your right arm down and lift your chest. Breathe here. Gently release your left foot. And come onto your hands and knees. First, circle your tailbone a few times and relax your neck back. Reverse your circle. And then come to stand on your knees. We're going to do Ustrasana. So if you need extra support for your knees, you can put the blanket under your knees. For the first round of Ustrasana, start with your hands on the back of your hips. Check that your feet and knees are hip distance. Press the tops of your feet down, pressing your little toe even to the floor. Now squeeze your butt and take your hips forward. Look at your chest. Push your chest high and pull your chin to your throat. Press your little toe to the floor more. Pull your chin to your throat and look at the ceiling. Option, lift your chin and look back.
Push your heart higher as you press your feet down. Inhale, come up.
Exhale, sit on your heels and put Padma Mudra at your heart. Smooth your breath rate. Exhale, put your hands down. So for round 2 Ustrasana, we're going to do it with Padma Mudra at our heart. What that means is you're going to be removing some of your support. So with your hands on your hips, it's providing support for your back. If you're experiencing back pain, this is not a back pain pose, it's a back bend. So if you have back pain, you need to work on engaging your legs more. And remember that back bends require core work. So you'll need to keep that tight waist belt or corset of strength on as you do it. So option 1 is to keep hands on your hips. Option 2, we're going to practice with Padma Mudra at our heart. Stand on your knees. Press your little toe down, tighten your bottom. Put Padma Mudra at your heart and look at your fingers. Take your hips forward and lift your chest to your thumbs. Pull your chin into your throat. Now look up. Option, lift your chin, look back.
Press with your feet. Press with your feet more. Lift your heart to your thumbs. Inhale, come up.
Exhale, sit and breathe in Virasana. Exhale, release the mudra. We'll do one more round of Ustrasana. This time we're going to extend arms to the back. When you take your arms overhead or to the back, it's going to put a lot more stress on your back. So if you're experiencing pain, do not take your arms to the back. This is going to make it harder. If you're newer to back bends, if you have a back problem, if you're really stiff, again, less is more. Don't try to do everything the first practice. My back bend has taken me over 12 years of very, very serious, dedicated practice to get to where I'm at, and I don't have the deepest, most intense back bend, but I'm okay with that. My back is healthy, my back is strong, and I don't experience back pain. That's what we're looking for, not some kind of crazy shape. So please, we're not here together where I can give direct feedback or evaluate and give suggestions based on what I see. This practicing online really, really, really requires that you at home pay very close attention to how you feel. And if it doesn't feel good, don't do it. Okay, so one more time, Ustrasana with Padmasana Mudra. Again, always the option for hands on the back of your hips. Come to stand on your knees. Start with your feet and actively press your feet, including your little toe, to the floor, and tighten your bottom. Put the corset of support on through your waist. Option Padma Mudra at your heart. Look at your hands and lift your chest to your thumbs. As you do that, press your hips forward. Keep pressing your toes down. Pull your chin in, double chin. Now lift your chin and look back.
Option, reach your lotus back. Keep pressing through your feet as you stretch through your arms. Bring the lotus to your heart. Inhale, come up.
Exhale, hands to your thighs and breathe. Really slow and smooth out the energy. Come to your hands and knees now and circle your hips. Use that to loosen up any tension that might be happening in your lower back. And with back bends, it really needs a lot of focus and attention to stay safe. Go the other way, reverse your circle. From hands and knees, we'll go to Bharadvajasana. Swing both feet to the left and put your left ankle in the arch of your right foot. Then put your bottom down to the right. Widen at your knees and scoot your butt back. So you want both knees on the floor. We'll practice the modification today without the bind. Put your left hand on your right knee. Take your right hand to the back and inhale, sit up tall. Lift your heart. Exhale, turn your left hip and thigh in and turn your chest to the right. Keep your heart high. Turn your chest to the right. Look over your left shoulder. Make your face soft here and breathe. Inhale to the front. Exhale, hands and knees, and swing your feet to the right. Put your right ankle in your left arch. Put your bottom on the left. So feet are on the right, butt to the left. Scoot your bottom back and widen your knees until both knees touch the floor. Then put your right hand on your left knee, left hand behind. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, turn your right hip and thigh in and look over your left shoulder. Turn to the left. Keep your chest left, now look right. Relax your face. Inhale, round to the front. From here we're going to do some rounds of Setu Bandha. You want to have your blocks nearby you and come lay on your back. So the first round of Setu Bandha we'll do as a little bit of a restorative one, and we'll advance it to a quad stretch. So once you're on your back, take your 2 blocks stacked on medium and slide them under your hips. Roll your shoulders under your body. Step your feet under your knees. Take a slow breath out here. Inhale slow. Exhale slow. Option to just stay here and work a restorative back bend. Option to add on a quad stretch. So I find with students, often the challenge with this next position will have to do with ankle mobility. So if this hurts your ankle or doesn't feel good, you have the option to rest in a supported back bend, which is lovely. We did a whole class yesterday just on restorative. Or the option would be to repeat Ardha Bakasana, which was half frog pose. That was the quad stretch that you did on your tummy, where you pressed your heel to your bottom. So to get into the quad stretch from here, come onto your left, lift your left heel, and bring your left heel near your left butt cheek. Turn the top of your left foot to the floor. So again, if this is hurting your ankle or your knee, either return to the supported back bend or to get extra quad stretch, you can return to Ardha Vikasana. Press both shoulders to the floor and wiggle your toes more towards your armpit. You're working to bring your left knee towards the mat. This is a big back bend shape and a big quad stretch, so this might not be suitable in everybody. Roll your outer shoulder to the floor, press your outer shoulder down, press the top of your left thigh up, and press your left knee to the mat. Breathe. Inhale slow. Exhale slow. Now soften and bring your left foot back to the front. Bring your right heel towards your bottom, catch your ankle, and flip onto the top of your right foot. Start to wiggle your toes up towards your armpit to get your right knee down on the mat. Press your shoulders, keep your shoulders on the floor. Roll your outer shoulder down as you press the top of your right thigh bone up, and press your right knee towards the floor. Again, you're looking for a stretch on your thigh. Breathe. Inhale here. And exhale here. And then soften and release the shape. Lift your heels, lift your hips, and remove the blocks. And then slowly bring your hips to the mat. Hug your knees into your chest and rock a little bit right and left. Wiggle your tailbone down towards the end of the mat. Make your face soft. Setu Bandha, bridge pose. Put your feet to the mat and check from the sides that your ankle lines up with your knee. So you gotta look here, yeah? Ankle knee. Widen your feet hip distance and start by pointing your fingers towards the ceiling. Now roll your outer shoulder into the mat so your chest gets puffy. And do that again. Outer shoulder to the mat, puff up your chest. Press your outer shoulder firm. Now lift your hips. Push your knees forward as you take the top of your thighs up and work your chest to your face. Hold hands behind your back. Bring your shoulders closer and roll your outer shoulder down. Press your chest to your face by pushing your knees forward. Breathe here. Squeeze your butt. Exhale, come down, relax, unclasp your hands. Breathe here slowly. Round 2, Setu Bandha, returning your ankle under your knee. Bend your elbows, point your fingers to the ceiling. Press your outer shoulder to the floor and bring your shoulder blades closer. Puff up your chest and do that a couple times, working your shoulder blades closer and closer on your back. Now press into your feet and push your knees forward as you take the top of your thigh bone higher, and then move your chest to your face. Squeeze your butt. Hold hands behind your back, bring your shoulders closer, press down through your arms and shoulders and take your hips even higher. Exhale, come down, relax, breathe. We'll do 2 more back bends for practice today. If you're happy with Setu Bandha, most welcome to stay here. If you'd like to return to the restorative variation of Setu Bandha with the blocks behind your hips, do that. I'm going to cue us through Urdhva Dhanurasana, upward bow pose. Limiting factors with Urdhva Dhanurasana, Can be mobility in your shoulders, can be shoulder strength, arm strength, leg strength, tightness on your thighs, tightness through your spine. There's a lot that needs to happen with Urdhva Dhanurasana. My personal journey with it took several years. So if you're still working at Setu Bandha, awesome. If you want to give Urdhva Dhanurasana a try, go for it. Just make sure that you're staying in a range of practice that's safe for your body. Okay, so for Urdhva Dhanurasana, bring your ankles under your knees. Put the palms of your hands on the mat, point your fingers towards your shoulders. Have your hands a little tiny bit wider than shoulder distance. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, push into your feet, lift your hips. Press into your hands, straighten your arms to lift your head. Look at your thumbs. Now lift your heels and push upward. Walk your hands in and press upward. Look at your thumbs. Slowly bring your heels to the mat. Breathe. Lift your heels. Bring your chin to your chest, bend your elbows, put the back of your head on the floor. Rest. Slow breathing and smooth the energy. We'll do Urdhva Dhanurasana one more time. Once you're into the shape, I'm going to add on putting one hand at your heart. So that means that you've got to be pretty strong, because taking one hand off the floor is going to remove some of your support and foundation. So please proceed with care. Bring your ankles under your knees. Separate your feet hip distance. Put the palms of your hands on the mat with your fingers pointing towards you. Exhale, squeeze your butt. Push into your feet, lift your hips, press into your hands, lift your chest. Look to your thumbs and lift your heels. Walk your hands in a little bit. Look at your thumbs, press your chest through your arms. Bring your heels down. Put your right hand on your heart. Look at your thumb. Put your right hand down. Put your left hand on your heart, look at your right thumb. Put your left hand down. Look at your thumbs. Now chin to chest, raise your heels, bend your elbows. Slowly put the back of your head down. And come to rest on the mat, breathe. Take your knees to your chest again. Put a hand on each knee, and you're going to go knees wide, knees forward, knees together. Wide, forward, together. Each knee has a circle. Use this to relax your back. Keep your face and eyes so soft. Reverse your circling, go forward, wide, together. Hug your right knee in, stretch your left leg on the mat for Apanasana, wind relieving pose. It also help release any tension from your back here. Squeeze your left leg firmly to the floor and bring your right knee towards your shoulder. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Hold the back of your right thigh now and press your right leg straight and push your thigh bone into your hands. Move your right hip down and away from your right rib cage. You want to open up space on the right side, so you're pressing your thigh away from you. Relax your face. Exhale, bend your right knee, put your right foot on your left thigh. So this is a twist. Take your left hand to your right leg. Put your right shoulder on the mat, look to the right. Now roll your lower body to the left. Keep your right shoulder on the floor and take your lower body to the left. Relax your face. Long, slow breath in. Long, slow breath out. Exhale, bring your right knee back to your chest. And bring your left knee to your chest. Rock right and left a little bit and wiggle your tailbone towards the end of the mat. Now hug your left knee in and press your right leg out. Bring your knee close. Squeeze your right leg firm to the floor. Now soften the muscles in your jaw. Take a breath in. And take a breath out. Hold the back of your left leg, press your left leg straight, push your thigh bone to your hand, and again move your left hip down a bit to create space on your left waist. Relax your jaw. Exhale, bend your left knee, put your left foot on your right leg, take your right hand to your left thigh. Put your left shoulder to the floor and look left, turn your lower body to the right. Now keep your left shoulder heavy and get softer. Breathe in. Breathe out. Exhale, bring your left knee back to your chest. Bring your right knee to your chest. Again, little rocking right and left, wiggling your tailbone to the end of the mat. Inhale. When you exhale, touch your nose to your knees and curl into a tiny ball. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Then inhale, open up for Shavasana. So in Shavasana, you should have no discomfort in your lower back. If you have back pain, work to scoot your tailbone towards the end of the mat more, and you can also roll up the blanket to put behind your knees. Shavasana, you have to feel comfortable, so if it doesn't feel good, you must change it, and whatever feels good and you can relax in is the pose you need. So turn your hands up, turn your feet out, wiggle, adjust your shoulders, hips. Close your eyes and take a slow exhale. Now just rest here until you hear my voice again.
like to relax longer, pause the video now.
To transition out of Shavasana, gently move your hands and feet away. When you exhale, turn to your right side. And then come up to seat. And take any comfortable seat for a moment. Bring Padma Mudra to your heart. So that's the edge of little fingers and thumbs. And place your hands just at your heart. And then close your eyes. Breathe really slowly through your nose and focus on feeling the movement of breath in the palms of your hands. Search for the sensation of both your inhalation and your exhalation in your hands. Now, dedicate and offer your practice. Use today's practice to lift and energize your heart. Use today's practice to smile from your heart. And as you leave the practice, search for opportunities throughout your day to share a smile with someone, even if you're only smiling to yourself. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. When you exhale, relax your hands. And then inhale to open your eyes. So thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the practice. I hope you're leaving the session with a big smile. Namaste.